Pinterest is a visual platform. Repeat after me. Pinterest is a visual platform. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Shruti and this is the best place for you if you're a content creator or a creative entrepreneur looking to grow your audience, income and impact online. In today's video, we're going to be diving deep into the top 10 Pinterest mistakes that I have made, tons of my clients have made, and that you're probably making as well right now, and also what you can do to fix these mistakes. So mistake number one is actually mixing your personal and your business account. There is nothing more disappointing than actually coming to a Pinterest profile and having no idea what this profile or this account stands for. If you're using Pinterest as a business or for professional purposes, such as a blogger or a web designer, or you're using it for any other marketing purpose at all, you need to make sure that your profile clearly indicates exactly what that purpose is. If you have boards, pins, or any other content that actually doesn't align with your values and what you're trying to sell or grow at the moment, then make sure to make those boards and pins private and actually just continue to use it in a professional way. You can also create two separate accounts, a personal one and a business one, if you really want to use Pinterest in two separate ways. But what I would not suggest you to do is to continue mixing your personal and your business pins and boards, because that just confuses the user, it confuses the Pinterest algorithm, and it doesn't help you get ahead on Pinterest. Mistake number two, not sharing your pins on group boards. Now, when I first started out, I used to think that if I just publish new content all the time, people would just magically find my blog and find my Pinterest account and then come and hire me for something. But that's so wrong. It just never happens like that. If you are creating content on a consistent basis, you need to be spending 10x more time on promoting that content, and the same is true for Pinterest as well. So if you have a new blog post that you want to promote and you've designed a new pin for it, make sure to actually go ahead and save this pin on the most relevant group boards that you've joined. If you haven't yet started using and joining group boards, you can check out my video in the description box below and actually start leveraging group boards so you can actually build and grow leveraging other people's audiences on Pinterest as well. Mistake number three, relying heavily on automation tools such as TAILWInd. Now, don't get me wrong, I love TAILWInd and I love that it frees up so much of my time to actually schedule posts weeks and months in advance, especially when I'm traveling and I don't really have time to consistently be posting on Pinterest. However, and this is a big however, no amount of scheduled posting is ever going to replace manual engagement. And this is true for any other platform just as much as it is true for Pinterest. So if you want to grow your brand and business on Pinterest, you need to make sure that you're actually spending maybe 10 to 15 minutes every day, maybe a little bit more, depending on how much time you have, actually engaging with other users and creators on the platform. This not only helps your pins get more visible in front of other people's audiences, but it also makes Pinterest understand that you're a pretty active user and it helps you get bumped up in the search algorithm over the long run. Mistake number four is designing pins that aren't visually appealing. Now, Pinterest is a visual platform. Repeat after me. Pinterest is a visual platform. So when a user actually lands up on their home feed or maybe even on your account, they have literally nanoseconds to decide exactly which pin they're going to click through and which pin they're not. So your design on the forefront of the content that you have literally decides the click. Whether or not your design is appealing, is attractive, is search optimized, is something that you need to be consistently working on to make sure that users actually find your design attractive and actually click through and end up in your website. Because if you don't get clicks, you don't get conversions, you don't get leads, you don't make sales, and that results to you not making an income, right? So if you actually do want to drive clicks and conversions using Pinterest, you need to make sure that your design is on point. Now, this doesn't mean that you should be making 40 different designs and testing them out for all of the content that you have. You can actually just get started by creating 2 to 3 variations of the same pin that you might be creating. Let's assume you have a new blog post. Try out 2 or 3 different pin strategies and see which one works the best. Some of the things that you can actually tweak on your pin design are your images, it is your headline, it is the text that you add to the pin, it is the colors that you're using, the fonts that you're using, so on and so forth. You can also check out my video on how to design pins in Canva which go viral, and you can grab my viral Canva templates in the description box below if you actually are confused about where to start and you just want to have plug and play templates that are proven and tested to work. Mistake number 5 is only pinning your content. Now, I know that you are out there to market your brand or your business and to grow your following or your audience on Pinterest. However, it's also really important for you to actually have a curated profile where you can show quality content in the particular category or industry that you aim to dominate in. So for example, if I'm a travel blogger and I do have tons and tons of posts, I have hundreds of blog posts, that doesn't mean that I only promote my posts all the time. I also promote other bloggers' posts that are in a similar niche or industry, which I think that my users would find interesting. because Pinterest is a visual, curated social media platform, and you need to make sure that your profile is as attractive as possible, which includes also saving and curating other people's high quality content that your audience will also be interested in. Not to mention, the better the quality of your account, the more you get bumped up in Pinterest search and the more clicks and conversions Pinterest drives to your website. Mistake number 7, creating a new pin from scratch each and every time. Making new pins from scratch every time is going to kill your productivity. You don't want to be doing that, my friend. You want to be using a smart system which actually leverages templates that you can reuse over and over again for different types of categories and different types of pins that you want to post. If you're confused about how to make these templates, again, check out my Canva tutorial linked in the description box below, or just go ahead and grab my viral Pinterest templates so you can actually just get started right away. But don't waste your time creating new pin designs from scratch over and over again, because that's going to drive you nuts and that's going to make you hate Pinterest, and we don't want that to happen, right? Mistake number 8, thinking that followers in Pinterest actually matter. So maybe on Instagram or on YouTube, it's important to have a large base of followers, especially to get your content ranked and visible on search. But on Pinterest, that's really not the case. If your content is stellar and you're using and leveraging smart automation strategies, you can make sure that your content is visible even if you have just 10 followers or no followers at all. I started out with 0 followers, and even when I had less than 500 followers, I was getting 50 or 60,000 page views a month, which is insane by any means. So don't worry too much about whether or not you have followers, how to actually get them, engaging in follow for follow, and all of those tactics that don't really work, because at the end of the day, it's great to have more followers, but it's not a necessity for you to grow on Pinterest to have a large following. So stop wasting your time in those follow for follow threads and actually create consistent and stellar content, and the followers will come to you. Mistake number 9, not realizing that Pinterest is a search engine. Now, I've been repeating this over and over again on this channel, and if you read any of my blogs, you will see the same. Pinterest is a search engine. It is not just a social media platform. It is a visual search engine, and a powerful one at that. So if you decide to leverage Pinterest for your marketing and for your business, you need to be making sure that you're actually search optimized. Just like you would perform on-page SEO to actually show up on Google and be ranked higher than others, the same thing stands for Pinterest as well. There are a few places where you should definitely be optimizing your account for keywords and for SEO, and some of them are your pins, your boards, and your profile or your account. Make sure that all of these actually have long tail keywords that indicate the niche or the brand or the type of post that you're creating, so that people can actually find you and Pinterest can actually rank your content in a strategic and smart manner, so that more and more people can find your content and you can generate more clicks and conversions using Pinterest. Mistake number 10, being inconsistent. I'm sure you've heard this before. Consistency is not something that you want if you want success. Consistency breeds success, and the same is true for Pinterest as well. So if you want to be a high quality pinner and you want to drive traffic and conversions on Pinterest, then you need to be taking out time to actually have a consistent monthly, quarterly, and annual strategy as well. In my upcoming membership, Influencer Collective, you're going to have access to a couple of different things. First, you're going to have access to 10 different templates each month, so you can actually get that content design strategy nailed down and actually get more traffic and conversions that you deserve. You're also going to have access to a monthly content action plan, which will tell you what to pin, when to pin, exactly what to plan for the upcoming months. You will also have access to a kick-ass Facebook group where you can actually collaborate and communicate what are your wins and failures when it comes to Pinterest and how you can actually grow your businesses together. Not only this, you will also have access to marketing trainings as well as tech tutorials to make sure that you're never left behind on Pinterest. Because the fact is that if you want success on Pinterest, you need to be consistent as well. And consistency involves a kick-ass content strategy as well as a marketing strategy, irrespective of which niche or industry you're in. So I hope that you found this video useful. If you did, do give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments if you've been making any of these mistakes and if you found this video useful. Make sure to hit subscribe so that you can be notified each time I post a new weekly video. I'll see you in the next one.